15 Things You Didn't Know About Flying Qantas from Perth to London. Presented by Jetline Marvel. QF9 is operated by 4 pilots across the 17-hour journey, with 1 or 2 pilots resting at any one time. The flight will follow different flight paths depending on the best winds, helping the aircraft fly faster and more efficiently. Qantas analyzed a decade of seasonal wind patterns in preparation for the new service. At 14,498 kilometers, QF9 is the third longest commercial flight currently in operation. It is the world's longest Dreamliner flight. QF9 will carry around 92 tons or 110,000 liters of fuel, with the Dreamliner burning approximately 20% less than traditional aircraft its size. With a total seat count of 236 passengers, the Qantas Dreamliner has significantly fewer seats than many other airlines who have configured the same aircraft to carry more than 300 passengers. Currently, most aircraft have cabin air pressure equivalent to that of an altitude of 8,000 feet. For the Dreamliner, Boeing cut that down to 6,000 feet, meaning it's closer to conditions on the ground. Menus for the flights between Perth and London have been designed to maintain hydration, aid sleep and reduce jet lag, and include poke bowls as well as home-style comfort food. There are more than 21,000 individual items loaded onto the aircraft for each flight between Perth and London, including 330 peppermint tea bags and hundreds of chocolate biscuits. In 1947, a return flight from Sydney to London cost £525 when the average wage was £7. Today, the average Australian weekly wage is $1,600 and a return fare from Perth to London can cost less than $1,300. In 1940, the name of the Kangaroo originated by using Liberator aircraft. In 1947, Qantas started flying the entire route from Sydney to London, using Lockheed Constellation. In 1954, Qantas started operating the Super Constellation on the route, featuring a new tourist class. In 1959, the Boeing 707 was introduced, cutting the journey time to around 27 hours. In 1961, route from Perth was introduced with stopovers in Jakarta, Colombo, Karachi and Tehran. In 1970, the 747-200B was introduced on the route. In 1989, Qantas operated a Boeing 747-400, non-stop from London to Sydney as part of its delivery flight. In 2008, the Airbus A380 started services to London. In 2013, Emirates partnership begins, Dubai new Qantas hub for London flights. In 2018, services from Perth to London started in March, the first time Australia and Europe are linked by a direct flight. Qantas fleet changes through the years. In 1947, the Lockheed Constellation was the first aircraft to operate the famous Qantas route. In 1959, Qantas was the first airline outside the United States to operate the Boeing 707. In 1971, the Boeing 747-200B took to the skies in the Qantas, and in 1985 the Boeing 767. 2008, the Airbus A380 delivered a step change in onboard comfort for passengers. In 2017, the first Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner is delivered to Qantas. When Qantas created the Kangaroo route to London in 1947, it took 4 days and 9 stops. Now it will take just 17 hours from Perth non-stop. Qantas' first Perth to London flight has taken off, marking the start of the only direct air link between Australia and Europe and the fastest way of travelling between the two continents.
We feel fresh as daisies. It's the best flight we've ever had back from Australia. The food and the service was absolutely outstanding. It's the best food we've ever had in economy, and we've got nothing but praise for Qantas, so it's fantastic.
I'm feeling great actually. It was a fantastic flight, very celebratory, everyone was excited to be on board. It didn't seem like 17 hours, it seemed like it went in a heartbeat, got some sleep, watched a movie, had a great bite to eat.
I was in economy, and it's the best economy flight I've ever had.
We had an amazing flight. Qantas started the Kangaroo route in 1947. Back then, it took 4 days and 7 stops to get here. And so today, we came on the fastest way of getting from Australia to the UK to Australia. We're really excited about it, and it was the best product Qantas has ever put in the air.